Yo YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video I'm going to be showing you why rotations will win you games, how to rotate, everything about rotations in Hardpoint, when to do so, why to do so, how to rotate depending on scenarios, you know, if your team's got scrap time, when to fight for scrap, everything about that will be broken down in this video. So sit back, relax and drop a like if you enjoy the guide. Okay, so starting off here, let me tell you now, this gameplay isn't anything crazy. It's not like I absolutely pop off and it's my best game in the world, but I think we do the fundamentals very well in this game, and it allows us to, you know, just kind of take over the lobby in a different way than just slaying out. So 24 seconds to go here. What you want to do in this scenario is paint the map and look at the map. Think of it as a picture of where your spawns are, where your opponents can be spawning. Now I'm spawning on the right hand side, right? So cool. So as I lose this gunfight because I over challenge, which is going to happen, there you go. I meant to chuck a grenade over, but it was a bit difficult. I'm looking at the minimap and I'm just thinking, right, we're spawning on this side. Now just from logic alone, they're probably not going to be on my left, they're going to be spawning on the other side. So that's exactly where I go to kind of cut off that lane, and now I'm looking at the minimap. As soon as we take this guy out, which is exactly what happens, I spot this guy in the back stairs, we're going to go through, I take out one, going to back off, and it just gets a bit weird there because the guy pushes through, but now we get a clean break. That's 4 down. Looking at the minimap again, I notice I spawn on the middle slash the right, so I'm like, cool, they're going to spawn on the left. Now this is the starting kind of position you want to be in. You want to look at the minimap, look at your spawn, and just think where you can go. Right now I'm going to be snaking this head glitch. My main objective here isn't to just get the kills, but it's to play my life as long as possible and essentially distract the opponents. We just got 4 down, okay? So this is the perfect opportunity to rotate. Let me tell you why. When you rotate here, you're essentially going to be flipping the spawns, and now what we're doing is actually perfect. We're going to be making the opponent spawn all the way on the other side of the map. So right now you can see my opponent's getting 10 seconds. We're essentially trading 10 seconds of scrap time we're giving to them for hopefully 55-60 seconds on the new hardpoint. Now that's an ideal situation, it might not plan out like that, but the fact that we've got the rotation out is just such a good kind of just a good play overall, man. I think the team did a really good job of, once we got that 4-piece, we kind of all pushed as a team. Again, I am playing solo queue. I've seen a lot of comments say, oh, easy for you to say, but when you play solo queue this isn't possible. I think you'll be surprised when you make the right play how many times your opponent actually follows you and also make the right play. So P2 is kind of in our control. Now P3 is just the exact same scenario, literally the exact same. We've got the spawns, we've got control, we're just going to kind of cut off the power positions. I know they're going to have to come through these left 2 doors, and it's just a very difficult hill for them to break. So I'm going to go through, use your equipment. There's 3-piece, again 25 seconds, we got a 4-piece. Okay, I see this guy on the left, I'm going to push through, take him out. As soon as he's dead, let's rotate. Now, there's sometimes where you want to play for scrap time and sometimes where you want to rotate. These last 2 examples are perfect times of when to rotate, and I think I'm playing the rotation pretty well. The reason why you want to rotate in this scenario is simply because your teammates are going through. That guy fried me, fair play to him. But when your teammates go through and get some kills and you get 3 people down and your last person on the scrap time, it's just such a good area, such a good time to rotate, because you know that your teammates are going to guarantee that scrap time anyways, and you want to be fighting for the spawns. We go through, we're up by about 60 points here, which is a great lead. We're going to just try to take them off. Now, I actually don't mind going from this side. I think bedroom side is a pretty good area to push through if you can kind of get a break here, and one of your submachine gun players can push up, your ARs can watch over, which is kind of what I'm trying to do now. We go through, that's 2 down. Looking at the minimap, I know they're going to have to come through the back right, through lobby, or through the stairs. So I'm going to watch the middle area, make sure nobody can flank us. And even if I don't get any gunfights right now, my literal logic here is if I can watch middle and prevent anyone from pushing through middle, it allows my teammates to watch over and hopefully get the rest of the time. Now 25 seconds left, you can see I'm starting to rotate very, very early. And if I die here, that's okay, because the main focus here is to get intel, get kind of information. And you see that kill right there? That guy wasn't expecting the rotation. Honestly, this was one of my smoothest gameplays in terms of rotations, prioritizing the rotations. And what you'll notice is when you do rotate, you just make the game easier on yourself. Right here, I'm trying to snake. The nade comes in. There's 2 of them right there. So they did manage to break the hill. But I just think I did a good job of rotating early. Now, although it didn't work out in that situation, we still spawned quite close. Now, let me kind of break this down into more detail. If you don't rotate, what's going to happen is your opponent's going to push out the map and you're going to spawn very, very far away. So although I died there, me rotating actually allowed me to get the spawns. We go through, we get a massive 2-piece here. Because I'm one shot, I don't want to push in first. I want my teammate to push in, essentially go as bait, and then I want to get the trade. But it doesn't quite look like anybody's going to go through. No one's playing aggressive enough to push through, so I might have to do it myself. Go through, that's a 3-piece, going to slide across. I am weak here, so waiting for my teammate again. You don't really want to challenge when you're one shot because they're probably going to kill you and you are wasting your life. So in that scenario, I wasn't was waiting for my teammates to help me. It doesn't quite happen. Now 15 seconds left, straight on the rotation, man. I actually get caught off guard there. I didn't expect him to be rotating back through his spawn, but it is what it is. My teammates got the scrap time, and we managed to get the rotation. At that time, we got quite lucky. I spawned on the other side of the map. My teammates started winning their gunfights for spawns, and nobody kind of really had spawns in the other team. So now we're watching middle, and look at the minimap, right? I've got a guy back kitchen. I've got this cut. So what that means is all the map pressure, all of the pressure from my opponents is going to come through the right-hand side. 2 of my teammates die. Now, before I get on the hill, I'm going to wait 5 seconds, just in case somebody pushes through. We see this guy out in the open. We take him out. Now it's time to jump through. While my teammates are pinching through the front, I'm going to go through the back. We go through. Great shots off. 2 down. And just like that, with a matter of seconds, that's 4 down. Back to my power position and watching middle map. I know they're going to be spawning back right, back lobby area. So we're going to go through, watch the cut. We make him 1 shot. Now, in an ideal situation, I probably could have done a bit better there. Could have centered a bit more. Maybe got 1 guy and backed off. But I mean, we're doing a really good job of map pressure, map presence. I see the skeleton. That means my teammate's dead here. Going to back off. We take him out. Good shots towards the head there. 15 seconds. Perfect. My teammate's going through middle. Once again, let's worry about the rotation. Now, I'm not just worrying about rotations for P1 here. I'm also thinking of P2. I'm thinking very ahead here. We go through. That's 4 down. And now I'm thinking, right, you know what? While we've got a situation where we can flip the spawns, let's just go for it. My teammates are pushing through. They're going to get the spawns. We're going to give scrap time. I think in scenarios like this, what you want to do in an ideal situation is try to get about 45 seconds of hill and give your opponents 15. In that case, you'll probably, you know, after like 5 hills, you'll be on over 200 points, and essentially they'll be on 60. That is, like, in my opinion, a perfect way of playing hardpoint, getting about 40 to 45 seconds, giving them about 15 to 20 max, and just playing the rotation. Now, that's exactly what we're doing in this game. I know they're going to be spawning back hotel, back lobby area, just because of the amount of times I play the game. In this case, when 4 people do go down, they normally spawn here. And now with 30 seconds left, I'm going to worry about the rotation. Now, I could be going for the hill, which I'm going to start to do just because my teammates died, but my plan there wasn't to go for the hill. My plan instead was to worry about the rotation. Hopefully my teammates could have got the rest of the time. If they died, which is exactly what happened, I would have then rotated through middle. So it didn't quite work out. I was kind of banking on my team to make a play there, which wasn't the case. We go through middle. I'm going to take this guy off for scrap time, jump off here, and I could get the scrap time, but my teammates are already on it, and you don't need 2 people on the hill. We go through, we make this guy 1 shot. Our last bullet does take him out. We go through, going to push through the right-hand side. Now, I see somebody shooting from behind me, so I'm like, you know what? Let me tuck into a Freddy corner. I make this guy weak. We're going to go through an off angle. Hopefully he doesn't see me here. Because I'm not going to see him, I'm just going to back off, and my main goal here is to watch the right-hand side. I want to eliminate the right-hand side as a threat for my teammates, so they know they don't need to worry about it. We go through, I spot 1, chuck a nade, the second guy's there, recenter onto him, go for the pre-fire, we make him 1 shot, and this is a massive play. Instead of challenging, we're going to back off. We don't need to challenge it. We're going to back all the way off here. The stun does hit me, which is okay, because that means he's going to challenge me. We center onto him, take him out, and I'm essentially just baiting them in. I'm trying to take my time, and again, it's not about the kills, it's about holding power positions, rotating. And this is probably one of the cleanest games of hardpoint I've had in a while. The enemies weren't terrible, but I think we just out-rotated them so much that we made their pushes so much more difficult. We go through another kill, gonna back off. I'm 1 shot here, so I don't need to over-challenge this. They need to be the ones to get on the hill. So I'm just gonna play a really weird angle here, take my time. Now they're gonna have to be running the open, just like that. 2 seconds left. I see him on the left. He doesn't have time to get in the hill, and I mean, honestly, very clean game. We get 19 kills. You see that we get diamonds in the other team dropping 6 kills. The guy with the red flame dropping 16. I think our platinums were pretty cracked on my team. My team were really good, to be fair. This is solo queue. I did get quite lucky with my team, but overall, as a team, we just rotated really well. We made it easy on ourselves. We didn't put too much pressure on the map. If they got the scrap time, we didn't fight for it. We rotated, and we finished 19 to 12. I just think I did my job pretty well. I didn't really, you know, panic. I went for the rotations. Hope you guys did enjoy that video. If you did, drop a like, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.